Hello everyone and welcome to another grammar video. We shall now look at gerunds and infinitives. So this is the first part of the series. Right, let's get started. So what is a gerund? Let's first get our facts correct, or facts right. A form derived from a verb that functions or acts as a noun, or a noun in the form of the present participle of a verb. So like I have said many times, nouns and verbs are often derived from one another. Gerund happens to be derived from a verb. So let's see some examples. Let's look at do. So we'll use it as a verb or as a bare infinitive, and we shall add ing, the present participle form of that. So it becomes doing. So doing is either a noun or it acts as a gerund. Same with go, verb plus ing, so it becomes going. So that is that gerund. So now let's look at infinitives. So infinitives are basic forms of verbs without inflection, binding it to a particular subject or tense. What does that mean? That means they do not affect the tense of the sentence. They simply denote or display or indicate the activity or the action the noun was involved with. That's all. They do not change the tense. They do not tell you the time of the sentence, nothing. They just denote the activity. That's all they are. The basic forms of verbs without an inflection, binding it to any particular subject or tense. So the two basic types of infinitives are bare infinitives and to infinitives. So like do, go, run. So to do, to go, to run, to play, to sleep. So far so clear. Before we get started with this video, please remember, do not confuse yourself. There are many further subdivisions of infinitives. They are full infinitive, direct object, subject, complement, adverb or adjective modifiers, continuous infinitives, perfect continuous infinitives, etc., etc., etc. These are not for you. They are not for your level. These are for the experts in English. Do not dive into these topics without understanding the basic sentence construction first. Do not lose yourself. Do not get perplexed. Do not feel paralyzed. Do not feel astounded. All these things can be learned once you know the basics. Yes, they can be learned further on. So do not worry about all this stuff now. Just focus on this video and your sentence construction will be fine. Let's start off with bare infinitives. I can do my homework by myself. It's just a sentence. I can do. Which tense would this sentence be? It is simple tense. Can, do. So can is the modal verb here. Do is being used as a bare infinitive. It does not affect the tense. So like I've often said, if you use can or should or must or some modal verb, you get a verb free. So what's the meaning of that? What's the meaning of the verb free? So it's a bare infinitive. That verb is in its bare infinitive form. It cannot affect the tense. Same way, Susan must eat her meals on time. She must eat them on time. Again, must is a modal. Eat is a bare infinitive. It does not change the tense of the sentence, but it does denote the activity of Susan. What must Susan do? If you just say Susan must, so what must what? Must eat. Right. She should bring a pencil. Again, a modal. She should bring what? Bring a pencil. So bring. Does it change the tense of the sentence? No. Is it a verb? Yes. Are we using it as a verb? No. We're using it as a bare infinitive. Number 4. The pup did not see the cat. The pup did not see. Now you will say, oh, there were two verbs over here. Yes, but this is not being used as a verb. It's being used as the bare infinitive. So the pup or the dog did not see the cat. You had better write your notes. Had. Write. That was bare infinitives. Very easy, very simple to understand. Let's go on to the two infinitives. I need to do my work by myself, or I need to do my homework by myself, whatever. I need what to do. To infinitive. There was an infinitive do, we added to in front of that. Why? We shall see later on why. How it affects the meaning, how it affects your sentence construction. Number 2, tell Susan to eat her meals on time. Tell Susan to do what? Tell Susan to eat her meals on time, or to eat her meals regularly, whatever that might be. That's not important. We are focusing on two infinitives. Number 3, she has to bring a pencil. She has to do what? She has to bring a pencil and an eraser with her. Okay, so she has to bring, to eat, to do. The pup was unable. Okay, the pup was unable to do what? Was unable to see the cat because he was a small, tiny little pup. So he was unable to see the cat, still learning the ways of life. Number 5, I advise you to write your notes. I advise you to do what? To write your notes. So these were all two infinitives. They did not change the tense. They did not affect the tense of the sentence. They did not act as verbs. They acted as two infinitives. They indicated what you must or what you have to do. Right, so let's go on to the gerunds now. Now here is where it gets trickier. Doing my homework by myself is easy. Doing what? Doing my homework. Eating on time is essential. Are they verbs? No. Do they affect the tense? No. What did they do? They show you what is being talked about. Number 3, bringing a pencil is a must. So you have to bring a pencil. So bringing it is a must. Number 4, the pup isn't interested in finding the cat. The pup isn't interested in what? In finding the cat, in looking for the cat, whatever. Right. And writing your notes is sound advice. What is sound advice? Writing your notes is sound advice. So these were all gerunds. Hence, let's summarize. Gerund, noun from a verb. We got it from a verb. How did we get it? We took the bare infinitive, we put the present participle form, and we got doing. Infinitive, basic form of a verb that only denotes activity, action without changing the tense. I have to go now. I must be there on time. Why do I have to go? Because I must be there on time. Did be change the tense? No, it did not. Did to go change the tense? No, it did not. Which ones to use? Should you use a gerund, a bare infinitive, or infinitive? That is beyond the scope of this video, but I have covered it in separate videos. Kindly watch all these videos. Gerunds and infinitives part 2, non-finite verb forms part 1, 2, and 3 to understand all this stuff of gerunds and infinitives from a very basic level to build on that level. All the links are in the description below. Thank you for watching. I shall see you in the next one.